Alright, ladies and gentle people, welcome to Redline Racing League, the Saturday League, and we're here for round number 12, the second half of the season for the Saturday League as well, and we are here at Britain, and I'm once again doing some solo comms here tonight, and yeah, so it's going to be a fantastic race. Cannot wait for it. If it's anything like the Monday race, then we're in for a treat here, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Matt has updated the standings. If not, don't take it out of him, as he had HSC throughout the week to do throughout the week. So we got some clear skies. It's shocking for British weather. Also some news. Mitchie 950 will hopefully be back very, 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 very soon. Hopefully within the next month. So about 4 races time. I think there is a week break coming up anyway for RRL. After Belgium, I do believe. I know there's one for Monday. I don't know there's one for Saturday. But yes. It is. Mitchie will be back with hopefully within the next month. So fingers crossed that he can stay. He can come back and do some commentary for the Saturday League, and I can come back to doing some quote unquote racing again. As Mitchie has missed doing some commentating with the, I guess, defunct now Oceania AOR, because yeah. Alright, so let me just check the standings anyway. Let me bring up standings just in case. Matt has done them. So current series, the Saturday standings. And actually he has updated them, so fantastic. So we're here at Brit. So New Zealand Ryan is in first place, followed by I'm Death Road. The Master Berserk is in P3. Alan Hugo is in 4th. Warden is in 5th. Jared's in 6th. Ambrose is in 7th. Zombie in 8th. Matt in 9th. With Broken Reptile in 10th. Outside the 10, we have Oz Formula, Laggy, Xdil, Edge, Prez, and myself, who is in 16th. In the constructors, Mercedes are first, followed by Racing Point, then Renault. That's your top 3. 4th is McLaren. 5th is Haas. 6th is Red Bull. 7th is Ferrari. AlphaTauri in 8th, and Alfa Romeo in 9th, with Williams at the back. But there is some team changes, so hopefully next week I can update you with the team changes. As we're on board with Oz of Formula, it's doing a lap around the Silverstone circuit. Alright, and Ross is going to say he has to join RL Saturday. Well, thanks, Ross. Not watching it now. Well, it is grand final weekend for us Aussies, so yeah, as Formula nearly goes out wide there. I think Edge just had a spin off. Oh, Formula, bit of an oversteering moment coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Opens up DRS. I believe Matt is the lone Ferrari, so yes he is. Matt the lone Ferrari doing Ferrari not so great at the moment. He's also on the lap, as they both coming through the final part of the circuit, coming around the final corner. Matt goes to the top. Oz Formula goes up into P2. Mitchie up into P3. we have a racing point of Ambrose coming around the final corner. He goes to 25-0 here, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is Master Berserk. No, that's Ryan. We got a McLaren of DRC Jared coming around the final corner as well. He goes to with a 24-4. Reptile is doing a lap. I think Berserk is coming in. Yes, he is. Williams of Hugo is coming in. Edge, I think he might have invalidated. So the next person to set a lap time is Jamie. He's gone purple middle sector, but cannot read much into that as nice glitch. Oh, holds it very, very nicely. Can he beat a 24-4-9-4? A lot of fours in Jared's time, but Jamie coming around the final corner and does a 25-7, goes up to P3. Ambrose, nice lap there from Ambrose's Edge. He's going to come around the final corner and does a 29-2. At least it's a lap of some sort. I think Formula's doing another lap and he goes up in the 5th. Pond is doing a lap, so Ryan's invalidated, so he'll be coming in. Yes, he is. Reptile, he's invalidated, and so the next person, it's Jamie has retired. Oh, here you go. Ugh. Invalidated. So 12 minutes to go, and the top 7 are follow with DRC Jared on provisional pole. Then we got Ambrose. Jamie's in 3rd and retired, so he will not be improving on that time. Then we got Oz Formula in P4. Matt is in 5th, Mitch is in 6th, with Edge in 7th. Actually, I forgot about the tyres. You know what? I forgot. The tyres and Formula is on medium, so he can just do laps and laps and laps. Ambrose, interesting. Okay, let's see if we can improve on his tyres. Broken Reptile has invalidated. You might see Formula come in. No, he's staying out, doing a 3rd lap as Edge is out. Surprise, surprise there, ladies and gentlemen. There's Formula around the final corner. There's a 25-1. I believe he did a 24-9 on mediums on his first sets of runs on Monday. So it's 2 tenths down. But he can always find some more time as Palms goes up in the P4 with 25-4. Not a bad lap there for the Haas driver. And Reptile keeps invalidated, so he must have enough fuel to do some more laps. He would have done a 33-1, which would have put him in P9 anyway. Edge would not be improving, and neither is Jamie, who are alone DNFers. Alright. So we're just running board with Breaker up top for a little bit. I believe he might be the next one to set a lap time. Actually, I think, no, it might be Mitchie's on an out lap. I think Formula's going to come in anyway. He's just run down the field, so yes he is. Zombie on an out lap. Jared's on an out lap. Ryan on that lap. Potentially Palms? No, I think he's going to come in. So the next one to set a lap time will be Broken Reptile. Let's just hope he does not invalidate his lap. Opens up DRS, does a 102.551 in the middle sector. Coming towards the back end of the circuit. The final chicane, then the final corner. Holds the line around the final bend. It is a 26-0. Puts him up in the P6. So not a bad lap there, as Mitchie is on a fly, so let's just stay on board. The next commentator to take over the Saturday League once again, making his return, hopefully, within the next month. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchie over 1 second quicker than his previous best lap time. He is flying in that Williams. He holds it. Is he going to hold it through this last corner? He's run out ERS around the final corner. It's a 25.7 and nothing separating Jamie and Mitchie, but Mitchie can improve. As Poms goes up into P9. Ryan has invalidated. Let's see what he would have done. He would have done a 25.9. Put him in P7. Ambrose, oh, he's messed up. Matt is doing a lap. Hugo's on that lap. And Formula is doing it. He's still on mediums. He must have just refueled the car because he must want to start on mediums or something. Which isn't a bad play, but you don't want to wear those tyres out too quickly. Alright, so 7 minutes and change remaining. Jared's on provisional pole is 6/10 clear of Ambrose. Formula is in P3, who's about is a 10th behind Ambrose. And we've got Poms is a further 3/10 behind Formula. So some big gaps in the top 4, then 5th and 6th separating by absolute nothing. Then we've got Reptiles in 7th, Matt is in 8th, Zombie is in 9th, and into the pits with Edge, who is out. So Berserk coming around the final chicane, then the final corner to set his first lap time. Goes up into P7 with a 25.7, so 3 cars separating by absolutely nothing. As Matt, I think he improves, not sure, don't think so. But here you go, goes purple middle sector, but once again, you can't really gauge on that. This will be his first competitive lap time. Locks up a little bit coming around the final corner, and it's a 24.0. What a lap from Mr. Alan Hugo 04. He's in the wrong car, but we'll just gloss over that for now. So, Warden and Ryan are the final 2 remaining. They have not set a lap time, as Formula does a 24.9 on his mediums. I think that's even quicker than what he did on Monday. So he's got to go through the whole... I think he's out of fuel. He might be out of fuel. No, he's not. Could open up the RS, just getting there quicker. So Jared, what can Jared do? 4 minutes and change remaining. Well, actually over 4.5 minutes, I should say. Can he nab back provisional pole? Will he have enough time to do this lap, do the lap again, and put on another set of soft compounder tyres? It's going to be close. Going purple first sector. Yellow flag, I think that's Formula losing fuel. Takes it very nicely, does DRC Jared. Coming towards Mackett's and Beckett's and Chapel Corners. It's Formula's back into the lane. He's got over 3, just under 4 minutes, I should say. It's Jared Opens up DRS. He's just up on his time. Better than 10. Oh, this is going to be close here, ladies and gentlemen. He needs a good final corner. Oh, that's not what you want. Oh, it's a 24-1. He lost time coming out of that chicane towards the final corner. Oh dear, he needs to hurry back. Yep, I figure that's what he's going to do right now. As Poms for the NA70 has retired. He's done it in the pit lane. So Mitchie will be the next car to set a lap. We've got 3 minutes left here, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the comments of this video and the chat of who do you think driver of the day is. Driver of the day. Who do you think will be pole position? He'll get pole position here tonight, as I meant to say. Hugo's up there, but Jared's not that far. Don't count out odds for him. Mitchie's gone for a spin. And he's luckily he's near the pits. So he can hurry back in, put another set of softs and go out again. As we will see, everybody will be coming out very, very shortly. Zombie's going to gamble on the mediums. If Poms can stay in the top 5, and Mitch is out. So, well, that's all she wrote. I was going to say, if Poms can stay in the top 5, and he starts on mediums, it's not a bad strategy there. As we have a minute 45 left, so I don't think Reptile... Berserk has retired. I was just going to say Reptile might just have enough time for one more lap. But you don't really want to do any more laps on softs than you have to. I think, yeah, Berserk retired, Edge is out. So 5th down to 8th and 12th are out. Oh, this is going to be close. Jared's into the lane. He don't think he can get out in time. But here comes Broken Reptile. He's currently P9. Can he shot himself up the ladder here? There's a 25-2, goes up into P5. A very nice lap there indeed for the Renault driver. So, the first person to set a lap time will be Alan Hugo. 40 seconds remaining. And the racing points are at the back. Coming through, make it 30 seconds remaining. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be extremely close here, ladies and gentlemen, with the racing points. 20 seconds. Oh, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And Penske has missed out. Penske has missed out. He would not be improving at all. And Matt's off as well. He's not going to be improving as well. Oh dear, Ambrose. This could be a shock here, ladies and gentlemen. What's that? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I don't think he can get to the top 10, but he can certainly be in the mid-pack. Here we go. Coming towards the final punch, Reptiles into the lane. He's going to retire. I would hope so. Here you go, coming around the final corner. Can he go even quicker? Yes, he can. A 23.9. What a lap there. What can Zombie Hunter do? He's 1.5 seconds up on his time. And Oh, Ryan goes to the top with a 23.8. Formula's retired. What can Zombie do? I think it must have been validated. No, he's in P11. Warden goes up at the P5. So New Zealand Ryan at the death once again gets pole positions just like he did on Monday. What a lap time. The lap of the gods has helped him out there. As my laptop decides to shut down on its own once again, but we're back up. So we're just waiting on Matt to retire, and he has retired. Wow, what a qualifying session that was there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that gap. Just over half a tenth separating New Zealand Ryan and Alan Hugo. Jerry gets P3. Formula's in 4th, but he's on mediums. Warden's in 5th on mediums. Ambrosen's in 6th. Broken Reptiles in 7th. Poms, for the LA7, he's in 8th on mediums. Jamie in 9th with Mitchie in P10. Outside the 10, we've got Master Berserk, Zombie Hunter, Is That Matt, Edge, and Edge. That's it there, 14 car grid. With Edge, the Drunk Driver Award, he's a whopping 5.3 seconds behind pole position. Alright, so qualifying was exciting. Now it's time for your main event here, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful Saturday night for RRL, the Saturday League. Competition is heating up, and get your clouds out here, ladies and gentlemen. It is cloudy, so we might potentially see some rain during the race. One can only hope. As we can see the mechanics just chilling out in their chairs. As we see the Mercedes and the Ferrari. As we wait for the drivers to do their race strategies, let us know who do you think is going to win this race and your surprise podium. This is going to be fascinating to see. If it's anything like Monday, with the battle between Ryan and Oz Formula, we're going to be in for a treat here. Potential for a safety car. It's going to be absolute scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. As the drivers are going to go off on their formation lap. And Mitchie was disqualified already. We don't want that. We want tyres. Alright. Alright, so let's have a look at the top the top 10. So we got Master Berserk on hards, Zombie on hards, Matt is on softs for some reason, and Edge is on mediums. So, alright, we'll do my predictions right now. So, race winner. I'm going to say Warden, only because Formula is on, I think it was 4 lap old tyres, because he did 4 runs in qualifying. And Warden only did the 1. So I'm going to say Warden for race winner and surprise podium. This is going to be interesting. I don't know. Let's just say... you know what? Let's say Zombie for surprise podium here tonight. So I've gone for a Warden 99 race winner and a Zombie surprise podium. Red Bull has not had a podium this season, I do believe. If I'm wrong, please do let me know. But I'm pretty sure Zombie hasn't got a podium yet. All right. So as we get ready for 5 red light T for the British Grand Prix, just waiting for the final part of the cars to come into the grid sequence. I think it's 5 lights. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Ryan gets off to a slowish start, but Ryan gets a better second phase. Hugo stays in P3. Warden is up in the P4. We got yellow flags behind. I think Matt's had a spin. Yes, he has. Matt's had a spin. Jared looking for a move onto Hugo, but he's cut off Formula. Looking to regain P4, but a bit of contact between Warden and was Formula. Berserk's falling down by the wayside, but that's probably because he's on hard at the moment. Ed's up in the P10. Zombie's in the P10. Ed's up in the P11. Mitch and Reptile going at it. Reptile lagging a little bit. Warden got the dream start once again, has overtaken Oz Formula. Ambrose looking for a move on Oz Formula for P5. He's still in the P6 as the Red Bulls have made a switch around. Mitchie already 1.5 seconds behind Ambrose. Needs to catch back up. Broken Reptiles right there. Don't forget Pom 187 is in P9 as well. And then we've got Edge in P10. Jamie and Berserk are swapping positions. I would presume Berserk just let Jamie through. Better tyres Jamie is on at the moment. Jared already a second behind Alan Hugo. Probably just going to play the long game here, save his tyres. As Poms and Reptile going at it. Poms goes out wide. Reptile down the inside. Hits the curb. Poms. Reptile thought about it. Can Edge make a move? Yes, he can. Up at a P11. I think that's right. I hate this game. Fix up your timing glitch, Codemasters. Jesus Christ. Yellow flag sector 1. It's Reptile. Reptile's had a spin. Does he have his front wing? I do not know. He does not. He's got half a wing, so he'll be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. I really hate this game with its timing glitches. Matt's onto the hards, probably going to go to the end. I think it's the order is Ryan from Hugo, from Jared, from Warden, from Formula, from Ambrose, from Mitchie, from Poms, and from Edge. I think Zombie's in P10. Jamie. Holding station. So we got Red Bull, AlphaTauri. There's DRC Jared. Sets the pace here with a 27.8. Pick up the pace here. That's what he needs to do. Formula falling a bit behind. He needs to conserve his tyres. 1.2 behind Warden. Doesn't need to lose touch, but might just have to pick up the pace a little bit as Reptile gets a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. Which is a shame. Depends on if he's going on to the hards. He might not have to pit again. Mitchie already 3 seconds behind Ambrose. Going to pick up the pace there a little bit. He's going to be hounded by Poms 187 here. Who's on mediums, and that he can go a lot longer than that. And we're going to see a battle between Reptile and Matt pretty soon, but Reptile's on mediums. Now mediums can go to the end, but he needs to conserve his tyres towards the end. It can be done, but it is a risk. As Poms is made the move from Mitchie, around the outside. Can Mitchie hold on down the inside? Yes, he can. He's going to go down the outside, looking for the switchback of dreams. He just couldn't get the power down quick enough, and Poms up into P7. Now he can go chase down Ambrose as Warden has left the session. Hopefully someone can invite him back. I don't have Warden as a friend on Xbox, so I do apologise, Warden, if you watch this back. Perhaps I should, just in case if you do. We got a battle for P10 at the moment between Jamie Zombie and Master Berserk here. Yeah, Formula's got past Warden. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just hopefully someone can get Warden back in. Unless something happened with his Xbox, I don't know. So we got a three-way scrap on here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's between Ryan, Hugo, and Jared. Can Formula catch up to these 3.5 seconds? As Jared gets a 3-second time penalty, jeez. Noticing a lot recently, Jared picking up these little penalties that usually he does not do. So we got to keep an eye on the penalty situation throughout this race, and we're going to battle on from P9 to P12. There's a battle pack forming, and Mitchie falling behind Poms. Poms looking for a move on Ambrose. Ambrose round the outside. He's locking up. He's under pressure here. Poms keeping up the pressure here. He's got DRS. He's gaining. Will he send that on the inside? No, he just ran out of straight. Poms, the big improver on the wheel, to be fair. He has played this game with only just using his wheel, so big improving for for Poms. Speaking of Poms, down the inside, Poms gets the 3-second time penalty, gets the move done before the fast, right-hander, before Maggots and Beggots, and it's up at the P6, will be P5 very, very shortly. As Zombie gets a 3-second time penalty. The top three are nose to tail here, ladies and gentlemen. Jared, I think Dirty M might have just caught him out there. It's the other thing. Edge is out. Edge has had a crash with Jamie. Not sure what's happening. It's a safety car. Oh, wow. And there's the rain. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, there is the rain. Oh. The flicker has come out here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, let's stay on board with Jamie. Let's see what tyre he actually comes on. I think it might be another set of softs. Yes, it is, because it is starting to rain, but it's not into weather just yet. And something's happened with Berserk. Oh, wow, a lot of people get 5-place grid penalties. 5-second penalties, I should say. Oh dear. And there we go, Water99 has joined in. He's down in P9, but he's got a safety car to bail him out. We might see some stewards involving Edge and Jamie after this race. You know, if I was Mitchie, I'd come in, get rid of that 5-second penalty. I think Zombie got one as well, so if either of them come into the pit lane, get rid of that 5 seconds. Yeah, Zombie, I think someone's had front wing damage as well. So I think Ambrose, Zombie, and Mitchie must have had 5-second penalties. So you serve it now, and don't have to worry about it at the end of the race. It's smart. Zombie going on inters. Penske, Mitchie is going to go on inters as well. Penske's going to go on softs again. So so Zombie and Mitchie go on the early gamble here. This is going to be very, very interesting here, ladies and gentlemen. So the top 7 have not come in. Ooh. I tell you what, Zombie and Mitchie are lucky. It is a safety car, so if they get this wrong, looks like Mitchie's struggling a little bit. I think Zombie's the better of the two at the moment. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what are you doing, fellas? I think Jamie just said seers. Oh, Ryan's in. Okay. Alright. Ryan probably thinking Ambrose gets a 5-second penalty once again. So Ryan's in. Zombie is in. Ambrose is staying out. What does Mitchie do? He's staying out. Ryan coming. Okay, so what is Zombie going to do then? Oh, he's coming in for softs. So you know Ryan comes in for inters. You know it's inters time. Oh, has Zombie cocked this up? I think he has. I think Zombie has come as Edge coming into the chat. He's the alone DNF to bring up this safety car. I think Zombie might have just butchered this. Ryan's the only one is coming on inters. Mitchie's out there on inters as well. This could be very, very good for Mitchie one way or the other. And the thing is that we might see safety car in this lap. Let's go on board with the top guys. We might see safety car in this lap. Zombie is pretty much right there. I think we're going to see safety car in this lap. Alright. So, we got a top 13 shootout here, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of drivers do have penalties. As Warden has left the session once again. Hopefully someone can invite him in quick smart. Let's watch this from DRC Jared's point of view. We all know how good Ryan is in the wet. Let's see if we have any competition. Oh, here we go, really backing up Jared. And there goes Hugo. There goes Jared, and it's green flag racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go to turn 1. The top 2 have already left Oz Formula. He's nearly a second behind already. Mitchie, 3-second time penalty. Zombie on Matt. Berserk's got Warden, but don't forget Warden has left the session. Poms is in P4 here, ladies and gentlemen. Ambrose looking for him with Ryan. Very, very tentatively, slowly getting through the first couple of corners, and he's falling a bit behind. Can Zombie catch up to New Zealand Ryan. I think Ryan and Mitchie might have got in a lap early potentially. A zombie around the outside of New Zealand Ryan. So the dry tyres is still sticking out. Ambrose has made an overtake on Master Berserk. You have like sector 2, it's Mitchie. Mitchie's heading off and going on to the inters. And the gamble hasn't worked out for Mitchie. The zombies got Warden. Can Reptile make a move onto New Zealand Ryan? Jamie has made a move on Master Berserk. Berserk falling a bit behind, falling down by the wayside just a tad. And Ambrose is catching up to Poms for an 80-70. The top two have pulled out a gap to Oz Formula. He's in P3, but he would have saved his. That safety car would have helped him out, cool his tyres down. As Matt and Reptile, I think Reptile has made a mistake. And he's down in the P-top, so Matt will have the next shot at New Zealand Ryan, who's in P10 currently. But the rain it's here. There's no denying that, but you have like sector 3, it's Mitchie, he's had another crash. And Matt round the outside of Ryan, pretty simple overtake I must say, considering the tyre difference. But watch out for Ryan in the next part of the circuit. Yeah, flag, I think it's just Mitchie driving slowly. So the battle at the front is between Alan Hugo and DRC Jared right now. And then the next battle pack, we've got Poms, Ambrose and Jamie. It's going to be interesting to see when DRS gets disabled. It's enabled right now, but when will it be disabled due to the rain? Are we going to have where it's just going to be like this the entire race, or what are we going to be expecting here? Ambrose and Poms 180-70. Ambrose gets the better traction and gets P4, but gets screwed. Poms gets a 3-second time penalty, but Ambrose does have DRS. If Poms had DRS, he would have made the move, but Ambrose up into P4. Jamie gets a 3-second time penalty. Warden is falling down by the wayside once again, just because he's not in the lobby at the moment. And the two Inter guys are at the back, as Mitchie said he's had enough. I'm going back onto dries. Oh dear, oh dear. Our pole man is down in P12. Our championship leader is in P12. Here comes Jared. There's all Hugo trying to bait him in, but as Mitchie's going on wets for some reason. I think Mitchie's just given up. Hugo get a bit squirmy there coming out of the final corner. As Mitchie has been late, as Warden has rejoined. Hopefully he can get into his car quick smart. So Jared does have DRS once as Hugo is getting all squirmy. Mitchie 10-second penalty. Here comes Jared around the outside. Oh, they both make contact. Oh, hold it, hold it. Oh, yeah, thanks sector 1. I think it's just Mitchie. And Jared, what a move. Gets up into P1. Jamie down the inside, gets P5 off Poms. Poms is falling down here. Oh, they tell me they're going to go No, Poms backs out. And I do believe Mitchie has been lapped by the entire field. Yes, he has. What can Alan Hugo do? Can he come back in? Oh, he's trying to weave. You have like sector 2. It's Poms! Poms has had a spin at Maggett to Beckett's. And it might be time for Inters, potentially. No one is coming in just yet. It's Jared getting the better traction. Oh, wow. Might see Mitchie get disqualified pretty soon, one would imagine. Matt, a 3-second time penalty. Ryan, he's sticking it out on those inters. He is praying to the weather gods to come down just a little bit harder. It is the slowest pits on the calendar, so he's 30 seconds behind DRC Jared. This is going to be close here, ladies and gentlemen. As Mitch is back in for Inters. It is coming down a little bit heavier now, by the looks of it. Zombie looking to catch up to Jamie, but he's a bit too far back. I'm not going to say a Crofty saying if he's going to send him down the inside. It's Formula and Jared are both in, so they probably think it is time for Inters. Alright, so there is one car on Inters. Reptiles coming in as well. So there is New Zealand Ryan coming towards the final part of the track. And where is Jared? He's coming out right now. Where's Formula? There's Ryan. So Formula has jumped New Zealand Ryan. This is I wouldn't go as far as championship changing stuff, but Formula gets ahead of New Zealand Ryan, and Formula does have pace, but we all know how good Ryan is in the wet. A Zombie gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look at the leaderboards. So Jared's under 30 seconds of Alan Hugo. That's probably where you want to be. So if Hugo does decide to come in, which he doesn't. Actually, sorry, that was Mitchie. That's Mitchie, yeah. But here comes Hugo. He's coming in now. Ambrose is staying out. Oh, Hugo, 5-second penalty, and he will be spitting chips. I think Hugo might have just thrown this race away, and everybody's coming in, but Ambrose is staying out. Same with Warden. Oh, wow. Hugo, 5-second penalty. Where's DRC Jared? 6. Will he get ahead of Hugo? No, he won't. There is DRC Jared. There's Alan Hugo. So the undercut has worked on DRC Jared. Ryan gets a 3-second time penalty. So now the racing points are 1 and 2. Ambrose has lapped Mitchie again. And Ambrose does have a big gap to Warden, but if one of them were to come in that lap, would have saved them a lot of trouble. minutes, about 19 seconds. Needs about 11 more edges left for session. We got 12 racing laps here too, ladies and gentlemen. This race has flown by. We've already had a safety car. Hugo's got a 5-second penalty. Ryan's got a penalty. He's back up in the P6 now, but he has been jumped by Formula Hugo and DRC Jared. But he's going to be hounded by the people behind him on fresh inters. But here comes Alan Hugo down the outside. Oh, he's got it. The RS is disabled right now, so Ambrose and Warner probably would say time this to perfection, and Ambrose did have a 5-second penalty to get rid of, so that might hinder Warner just a tad. And they just starting to get his tyres there now. So where is Ambrose going to come out? He's out in P7. And Mitch is going back onto the dry, so fantastic. But Poms is overtaken. Oh, Warden's still coming out, so yeah. So the top 4 is all different now. We got Hugo taking the lead from DRC Judd. Formula's in P3. Ryan is in P4. Zombie is in 5th. Jamie is in 6th, hunting down Zombie for that P5 spot. With Ambrose in P7. Berserk in 8th. Poms is in 9th with Matt in P10. Then we've got Warden and Broken Reptile and Mitchie, who is being lapped by the entire field with RVHR Edge, our lone DNFer. Oh, wow. Jamie gets another penalty. Oh, gotta stay within the track limits, boys. As Warden's overtaken Matt for P10. Staying on board with Jamie and Zombie. And Ambrose is right there as well. This is going to be interesting. Mitchie gets the 3-second time penalty. The battle for the lead is still on here. Let's jump 10 laps to go. It is all Jared. Hold on just. You don't want to be doing that too many times coming out of turns 1 and 2. Oh, the oversteer. He's probably got the wrong. Might be a dry setup potentially for Jared, or could be the wet setup not working to his liking. Just feeling oversteery a lot. Let's actually have a look at the penalty situation. So Hugo has 2 warnings, but lap 1 warning doesn't really count. But he does have a 5-second time penalty. What does Jared have? 1 penalty. Formula has 1 penalty. Ryan has a penalty. Zombie has 2 penalties. Jamie 2 penalties. Ambrose, he's done his 2 5-second time penalties. Berserk 2 penalties. Palms has a penalty and 2 warnings, so he's on the brink of another penalty. Warden has 1 warning. Matt has a penalty, and Reptile, he did have a 5-second penalty, but he did serve that when safety car did come out. And for the lols, let's look at Mitchie. Yep. Alright. Yep, like sector 2, it's Mitchie. So something's happened with DRC Jared. He's 1.2. Hugo pulling away here. Interesting. And Ryan's catching up to Oz Formula. And Zombie's 8 seconds behind New Zealand Ryan. And Zombie has fresher inters than Ryan. So Ryan clearly showing what pace he's got in the wet. Oh, Ambrose looking for a move on Jamie in his new AlphaTerra. He's now full time. He's my new teammate. Here you go, 3-second time penalty, and that is definitely all she wrote, unless we're going to see some carnage towards the end. Ambrose getting a bit wide there, and Ambrose hunting down Zombie. 8.5 seconds gap between Ryan and Zombie. As Berserk has overtaken, I think Jamie might have just let him through. Just getting a bit flustered at the moment. Needs to keep his cool and just keep the car on the black stuff and keep it within track limits. Ambrose really pushing Zombie Hunter 44 at the moment. And it does look like it is getting a bit heavier, so are we going to see wets, like the full wet tyre, to come out to play here, coming towards the end of this race? That's one to look out for. As we are lap 19 of 26, Jared's caught back up at half a second to Alan Hugo. So Jared picked up the pace. Probably just needed a couple of laps to get used to track conditions, and is now picking up the pace. Don't forget, Hugo does have 8 seconds of penalties. He's got a 3-second time penalty and 1 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Hugo trying to break the slipstream. Oh boy, this is going to be so close as Jared goes a little bit too wide there. As Mitchie's just letting cars go past as Ryan's into the pit lane. Berserk 3-second time penalty. I think Ryan just couldn't get those tyres to the end. He's... oh wow. Wow. Our championship leader is down in P10, potentially P11 if Matt can hurry up. There's Ryan and Matt. Is outside the points here, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand Ryan is outside the points on lap 20 of 26. 7 laps to go. And Mitchie's just getting out of the way of everybody. Ambrose has finally made the move on it on Zombie, but Zombie's going to come back. Oh my god, it's a 3-way scrap on here at the moment for P4. Oh my god, let's watch this for Berserk's POV. Ambrose gets it around the outside. No Zombie squirmy on track. Berserk looking for a move. And it's not going to happen. So Ambrose is up in the P4. Zombie down in the P5. Berserk is still in P6. Wow. What a move from SBR Ambrose. Number 4 is just Richie getting out of the way. Lap 21 of 26 is now happening. 6 laps to go. There is still potential for a late safety car, which could change everything. Ryan's up in the P10, so he's got 1 championship point. Actually, who is going to be much more beneficial that Ryan is getting like little to no points here tonight? Let's have a look. Come on. It's actually Berserk. He's 103 points. He's in P6. Ryan's in P10, so it's not been a good race for Mercedes. Oh, Berserk started last anyway. I think he started last. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. But Mercedes only 6th and 10th at the moment. Such a shame I'm Death Bro isn't here to take advantage of this as well. Because he's only, what's that, 89 points behind. So, I don't think we might be seeing Death Bro anytime soon. But who else is this going to help? Alan Hugo, he's in P4. He's on 89 points. He's 106 behind Ryan. He's winning the race at the moment. So, he's going to get a trucket load of points on New Zealand Ryan to help him out in the drivers. Warden's on, he's only 2 points behind Hugo as well, but Warden's only in P9. As Berserk gets another time penalty, we might see Hugo jump up into P2. Hello RBR. Welcome to the British Grand Prix, a wet British Grand Prix. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Saturday. We were just discussing who's going to take advantage of New Zealand Ryan down in P10 at the moment. And so far the winner will be Alan Hugo. But he does have 8 seconds of penalties. He's got 1 3-second time penalty and a 5-second stop-go penalty if he chooses to pit again. At worst, he will finish I think either 2 or 3. Mitch is off. He's just straight up given up. He took a gamble on the Inters at the start, but it did not work. Matt's got a 3-second time penalty, but Ryan is pulling away from him. Water catching up to Palms for the win A70. We could potentially have a championship on our hands here, but it is still a long way to go, and Ryan needs to have a couple more of these races for anybody to have a chance, really. So Jared, Alan, and Oz correct. As it stands, I think so. It could be Jared, Formula, and Hugo. If the race would have finished like this, but he needs to gap Formula 8 seconds. As well as Warden up into P8. That's a couple more points next to his name onto New Zealand Ryan. Ryan in P10. All on his lonesome. 4 laps to go. It's certainly going to be a tall order for Ryan to get some decent points. As Hugo gets another 3-second time penalty, and that's the win gone. You would expect from Alan Hugo. So this is going to help out DRC Jared tremendously. He can just sit back, relax. 11 seconds is the gap he needs to pull out. And at worst, he'll finish in P3. Jared, Oz, Alan, yes. Yes, that is correct. That is the order if it were to end like this. And news, people, no more safety car can come out now. It is too late. As Mitch is into the lane, probably going to retire. He's laps down on everybody. What a crazy race. We've already had a safety car from Edge's earlier retirement. It might be some stewards after the race involving himself and Jamie. Wow. What a race. Hugo trying to pick up the pace. He needs to also get Formula 11 seconds as well. I think the race win was over from Hugo when he sped into the pit lane to change onto Inters. I think that was the race defining moment right there. It's Berserk catching up back up to Zombie. If he can get P5, Ryan gets P10, and I know it's only 9 points different, but it's still points ahead of Ryan, and that could bring him back up into championship contention. As well as we're on lap 25 of 26 here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 racing laps to go. Let us know, who do you think is your driver of the day? Let's actually have a look. Positional change. We've got Zombie with the most on 7. Berserk with 5. Then we got 2s for Ambrose, Jamie and Matt. Ryan is the worst with 9. They've got Reptile with 5 and a couple of 3s with Warden and Mitchie with 1 for Pom. So if it might be split between, it might go to Zombie only because he's got 2 more positions than him, but yeah. We should. Jamie and Warden have caught up to this pack as well. Ambrose all on his own in P4. Jared 1.2 behind. So the gap between Hugo and Formula. Let's actually have a look at that leader. It's 8.7. Needs another, what's that, 2.5 seconds. The gap Oz Formula to get at least P2. An extra 3 championship points. It all counts towards the end. But I don't think he can do it with 1 more lap to go. As here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchie, 3-second time penalty. The final lap is underway. It is between Alan Hugo, 04, and DRC Jared. But don't forget, Hugo does have 11 seconds of penalties. Actually, Jared does have penalties as well. Let me just check to see how much he actually has. I've completely forgot Jared had a penalty. He's on the brink of a second penalty, so if Jared gets one more warning, he gets a penalty. This is gonna be interesting. Jared needs to keep it in touch. I think Formula does have penalties as well. But for his own peace of mind, he might not know Formula has any penalties. Does Hugo. Ryan, another 3-second time penalty. Ooh. That might keep him in P10. He's overtaken Poms for the win A70 for P9, but we don't know how long that's going to be. Berserk and Zombie going side by side here. Great racing. Up next sector 2, I think it's just Mitchie, and Berserk gets P5. Last lap overtake. Here comes Jared and Hugo coming towards the final part of the track, and it's been a crazy race here, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a safety car, we've had rain, but Hugo is going to win this race on track. Drifts across and with penalties. Jared gets the win. Where does Formula come from? He stays P3. Under half a second of Alan Hugo. SBR Ambrose 4. He will come down in P4. Yes, he will. Berserk, a last lap overtake to get P5. Oh, Berserk is getting down the... Oh, wow. So we got Zombie in P5, Warden's in 6, Ryan gets P7, Pons gets P8, Jamie P9, Berserk's in P10. Matt is going to come around the final corner, finishes P11, and Reptile is going to get P12. Such a shame for Broken Reptile. What a race. Penske driver of the day, yeah, Zombie. There we go, Codemasters are giving it to Zombie Hunter 44. Oh, wow. What a race here, ladies and gentlemen. DRC Jared, I think that's his first win for the Saturday League. Let me just double check that. I have the standings up. No, he won in France. So he's on a bit of a roll here at the moment. His last 6 races, he's on the podium, bar 2. Baku was postponed and he didn't start in Canada. So here is your race order, ladies and gentlemen. DRC Jad takes the win after starting P3 and fastest lap, so he gets all 26 points, which will help him up shoot up the ladder. Alan Hugo gets P2, Ozfilm P3, Ambrose P4, Zombie P5, Warden P6, Ryan P7, Poms for 87 years in P8, Jamie in 9th, and Master Berserk gets 1 championship point. Couldn't take advantage of Ryan, but he gets 1 point nonetheless. Adds to the top 10, we've got Matt Reptile and our DNFs of Mitchie 950 and RBHR Edge. Oh, wow. What a crazy race. Absolute fantastic stuff there. Oh, wow. I think, for me, driver of the day, both racing points to no penalty strats again. I'm going to give it to... gee. You know what? I'll give it to Ambrose, aka Penske. I'll give Ambrose driver of the day, my own personal driver of the day, to Penske, or Ambrose as he's now known. So hopefully you all enjoyed this chaotic race. As I said earlier in the broadcast, hopefully Mitchie will be back within the month. So fingers crossed, and you won't have to hear my annoying voice on the Saturday League anymore. But we shall wait and see. So yes, Mitchie will hopefully be back within the next month. I will get onto Matt to do the standings. This race will be onto the RRL YouTube channel tomorrow night on Sunday, the 25th of October. And yeah, until Monday, which we are at Hungary, it is goodbye. And we will see you on Monday with Mr. VSO himself, Roscoe Arm, for Hungary. See ya!